birthday party for my grandma. Can you, yeah, bring food, lots of food. She will love that. I called every relative I had in Connecticut and every neighbor on our block. Hannah Stochel was everyone's grandma. So 20 friends and family waited around our kitchen table, waiting for my mom to bring my grandma in through the kitchen. Okay, everyone, 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to... Amy, please stop. I took my camcorder and I zoomed in around her tiny brown eyes with those cute little wrinkles. I zoomed in on a tear. I'm sorry, Amela, I can't. My friends aren't here to celebrate with me. They all died in the war, and I wonder, why me? Why am I still alive? She stood there and looked at all of us and thanked us for coming. But our words, our song, our appetite for kosher cookies, it was taken away in a heartbeat. Now celebration wasn't a happy word. It was a painful reminder of a world that she could never get back. One word became a whole world. What else was in my grandma's world that I didn't know? So soon I started to put together enough words to make a story. And this was the story I heard. My grandma, Hannah Stochel, was blonde and brown-eyed, 18 years old in Czechoslovakia, had just married the love of her life when she was separated from her family and taken by the Nazis to the death camps of Auschwitz. She was an amazing seamstress, and she survived because the Nazis forced her to sew their uniforms. She was in the camps the year they were liberated, and a soldier said, "You're free," and she didn't know what that meant. Miraculously, she found the rest of her 8 siblings and found out her older brother had died, and so had her husband. She reunited with whoever else was left and immigrated to Ellis Island on a ship that left her with this mysterious fear of water for the rest of her life. My grandma was afraid of shoes for the rest of her life too, and my mom remembers shoes being thrown at her. She remembers my grandmother never wanting her feet covered when she was sleeping. She remembered that my grandmother loved talking about her first husband, even in front of my grandpa. My grandmother loved her soap operas at 12:30 every day. My grandmother married my grandfather, Irving Stochel. They met on Delancey Street after she had just come off the ship. He was a big tailor and fought as a partisan in Poland. And they went on to establish a huge sewing business in the Lower East Side, living out the American dream and sewing for all the big department stores of the day. This is the last picture I have with my grandma. We were celebrating when the times were good. It was Passover, April 25th, 2005. See how she's reaching out to me? I was 18, the same age that my grandma's life changed overnight. That night, I was rushed to the emergency room with a stomachache that wouldn't go away. My grandparents were sent home in a cab in the middle of the night. And when I woke up from a coma months later, I learned that both of my grandparents had passed away. 27 surgeries later and 6 years not able to eat or drink anything, I couldn't remember what my grandma's lemon bars tasted like, and I couldn't remember how to have faith in anything. I wanted to know.